Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to get through some news items. The first one, I'm just going to play CTV interviewing Scott Moe, and I thought it was pretty good analysis of what should potentially happen. And I know Venezuela issue is big, but it also has an impact on U.S. Buying power and just direction. There's a lot of stuff thrown out there, a lot of chaos getting thrown out there with Trump, of course, but that's normal these days.
But even beyond that, even if it does a bit, what that will do is add to already what is a supply glut that exists that's keeping the prices of oil at this point fairly depressed relative to where they could be. Does that not undermine the business case for an additional pipeline?
Well, the race is on anyway. We're already taking a discount on the oil that we're producing because we don't have that global market access, or other countries around the world don't have access to Western Canadian oil, and so we should be having this conversation. And then again, I say not just about oil, but about all of our port capacity. We see other investments being made not in Canada because of questions around whether it be our rail capacity or our port capacity. We need to have a very serious conversation about having that port capacity, allowing the world to access our products so that we can continue to create wealth on the existing production and value that we have. But also we want to increase the value of in Saskatchewan. We not only want to increase our oil production, we want to increase potash, uranium, copper, all of those. So this is important for us as Canadians. And I would say, in a very uncertain trade world, we see things happening with the capture of President Maduro. It's of utmost importance that we move quickly to secure our economic future and secure the access that we have to those countries.
Yeah, I just to follow up on that. Obviously, the capture of Maduro and Venezuela. There's some moves there. They're going to be basically capturing all the vessels. You can see here. It's maybe in the next article where he captured some more vessels. Like the market does seem to be unbothered by because of the supply glut that Vasi was talking about. The market is full of crude oil, and I would say it. And I've been saying this all along. The supply glut is maybe directed at putting the squeeze on some of this renewable fuel. And indirectly. So U.S. seizes Russian flag tanker, another tied to Venezuela, and it was one of those shadow fleet tankers that were going between Iran, Russia, Venezuela, obviously. This article, I put this in here because I thought it was maybe important, and U.S. Progress kind of highlighted that the USDA research mission conducted through agencies are basically, they were traditionally emphasized on climate resilience and sustainability. So they're removing that and actually making it more guidance on profitability. Yay! Finally, let's get some of this going here as well. It's you still need climate resilience and sustainability, but when we see uncertain economic times with farms, you definitely want to be enhancing that as maybe your pivot when you need to pivot. In other words, wheat futures had a good run, but it still looks like it's pretty muted. Chrysler Freeland is set to resign on Friday, so this whole government clown show that's going on, and maybe one of the witches is gone here, so that's good. Weather looks like we're going to get cold towards the middle of the month and flip this mild weather that we got and start to get colder. Just active weather going across. And this is the 14-day. And again, we might be chasing this for 14 days all the time, but it only shows up in the 14-day extended. So this is dry, and maybe that's a possibility to give the soybean market a little bit of a boost. Canola's up 450, currently trading 624s. We're looking for 628 as a sell order. So make some more sales of canola if you feel undersold, and go short there. Anyway, let's get back into rapeseed as well as 468.75, up $2. Soybean oil 49.5. Crude oil up or 82 cents a barrel at 56.72. Diesel fuel is actually up a couple pennies as well. Soybeans 10.65, down a penny and a quarter, and your wheats are up 3. Spring wheat is up 3, and your other wheats are basically unchanged, and same with corn unchanged. The Canadian dollar is down again. So like I said, this is the area that we're looking at going short. So we're in the band right now. So if we can get to 628, we go short again. Here we are, new crop. It obviously didn't get to that same volume level, but we're basically going to be shorting the March contract. European rapeseed, nice leg up. We've went across the at 9 and 20-day EMA, and now we're approaching the 50-day EMA. Rapeseed currently $134. I was using the wrong month, but yeah, so I got that corrected. So we're $134 cheaper than European rapeseed, right at this basically trend line that I put in here. Soybean oil futures really have done nothing, right? So it's been going sideways here. So if we're looking for some change in canola, it's going to have to come from there. Soybean futures, same thing. We do have a little bit of green on the screen there, but it's still long ways to go to get back into anywhere into these ranges here. Crude palm. Here's your fuel prices, basically just still depressed and in that channel going down. Here's your New York Harbor Freight diesel fuel prices. They are breaking that 210 level. If it keeps going down, it's going to hold off on putting out a recommendation to buy a little bit more diesel fuel. But hey, if you can buy diesel fuel for the fall, good on you. Or spring, I mean, sorry. Canadian dollar. It's a lot of red on the screen. But this has given us opportunity possibly for some basis. I would still wait, but I'm looking at this 200-day moving average right at the 72 cent level. But I think we can get back into some of these lower ranges before we start locking in basis. But it does help our canola, and it sure doesn't feel like it is helping canola. U.S. dollar index, pretty steady move up here. Gold futures. I still feel that we're going to make new highs here. Same with copper. A couple of days of pullback, which is probably just a normal thing, but looks like and feels like it's going to keep going. Same thing with silver. Platinum as well. Quick look at wheat. It's a big yawn, basically going sideways for quite some time. But as the Canadian dollar drops, our basis levels are likely to improve on that. Milling wheat for France, same downward trajectory, same with Kansas and your Chicago. Here's your corn. We've had 3 days up, and probably if you're going to look at making some sales, you should be, when we get closer to the top end of this range, you should be making some sales for sure. Just a quick look at the cattle futures. Just a pullback here today. Same thing with the feeder cattle. Hogs hasn't had the same kind of move, but it's definitely in the move up from the bottom that we've seen. Currently trading at the 50% retracement and between 50% and 61.8. So we get a pullback, we're probably going to weave going up. That's all I have for you.